Army TV is working in the Kharkiv region, and we visited the BUAR subdivision of the 57th Separate Motorized Infantry Brigade.
The task assigned to us is counter-battery warfare. We locate mortars, enemy artillery, and pass everything to the command post. The command processes it, and the artillery is targeted by our means, artillery assets, or assets of the senior commander.
You also have strike units. How did you come to this decision?
Yes, there was a case once. We met guys from the 95th Brigade in Chahu. They had a BUAR patch. I approached one of them and said, "Who are you?" He said, "Deputy for Technical Support of the 95th Brigade in BUAR." I asked, "What do you do?" And he started showing me videos of striking enemy personnel, how they work, striking enemy artillery assets with FPVS, and that really interested me.
Was there a need for the BUAR subdivision to also engage in striking enemy personnel?
The need was that we saw and understood that we should also help the units that strike, help our infantry. If they have 5 people, we have 1. The more we eliminate, the more we save our infantry and the lives of our guys.
How long were you at the position in total?
More than 3 weeks. At the last position, when we arrived, shelling started around 9 a.m. It was a big house with a very good basement, and we were sitting in it. Meanwhile, they hit us with artillery, about 50 shells or more. About 8 FPVs hit there for sure. Ammonia came in too, which isn't an FPV. It's some other type of drone. I think everyone knows what ammonia is.
No matter how much they shelled us, we held our ground and didn't let them advance.
Their artillery intensity is always high. Here's a grad that came in. The enemy has a lot of shells. They have plenty.
If they spot us somewhere, they fire a couple of shots at us and deploy a waiting FPV drone so that if someone starts moving out, they can strike them.
Yes, that's exactly what happened yesterday. Our guys went out, our position was hit, and the guys went to find a new position. They walked about 500 meters in one direction, came back, and a waiting drone was already sitting there waiting for them. It's on fiber optics. It doesn't need an antenna, horizon, or anything. It sits on a wire and waits. Alexei took off yesterday and destroyed that drone.
What's the difficulty of working in your direction in general?
It's hard for us to get there because there are FPVs on fiber optics waiting for vehicles on the road.
Panda, you're one of the best pilots in the BUAR subdivision, and your video even made it to our live. I'd like to hear in detail, from the operator's perspective, what happened in that story.
I went out on a free hunt. It was at a high altitude, and there was very strong wind. So the drop, let's say, missed the target, but everyone laughed really hard. It came to life suddenly and ran faster than everyone else. There were a lot of interesting moments, a lot of great drops. One of my best was when an infantry fighting vehicle was moving, and I was in flight. To anticipate and hit a moving target in flight is very difficult. It's one thing to hit a moving vehicle with an FPV. It's another thing when it's moving, and not everyone can do that. My hands were so sweaty that I just had to take it out. There was no other option, so I hit it, and it worked out well. First with a cumulative round, then on the second flight, I brought napalm, burned it, and that's it. In the end, its ammunition detonated and blew off the turret. The enemy often tries to transport things to their positions, like where they have a generator or some equipment, and they walk around with gasoline canisters. There were many cases where I dropped a payload, and in the thermal imager, you couldn't really see what they were carrying. But after the drop, everything ignited. There was a case where one drop took out 5 enemy servicemen who were hiding under cover in a half-destroyed house. I dropped 2 payloads there. It detonated their gasoline and their ammunition as well. So one drop took out 5. Later, I looked through regular cameras. They were trying to get in touch via radio. But by then, no one could respond. We also destroy a lot of their equipment. That includes Starlinks, antennas, And we take out their pilots, too. We try to do everything to hit them as much as possible.
We are like one family, a whole family. All the guys are motivated and everyone works. Even my deputy for technical support, even the senior sergeant, works on the front line. He says, I don't want to deal with paperwork. I want to work there and help. And that's how it all works out for us.
Where do you find so much strength and inspiration to perform additional tasks that in principle aren't even assigned to you?
I think I'll put it this way. All the people who serve in my artillery reconnaissance battery want the war to end faster. And the more effort we put in, I think, the faster we'll bring it to an end.